Good day, YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's very different video on YouTube. It is, of course, a baking hot day outside, particularly in the morning. And oh my goodness me, look how bright and very clear and also light that sunshine is. It's very, very hot. Feels like I'm in the middle of Malaysia or any other part of the equator, as far as I can really tell. The nipple warts that I've been straightforward looking after, unfortunately, they have been dried up. As you can see, they've actually seen far much better days. Pretty sure that could be very good use for composting, I guess. Speaking of more bad news, unfortunately, I'm starting to see a bit of decay from the zinnias. I'm actually starting to see some holes being broken off by insects or fungi, I think. I can't really tell. There's also mushrooms growing on here, which I don't think is a very good sign, because when you have mushrooms next to it, that means the plant is totally infected. But I'm not really a great expert onto it. I also laid up some little bowls of water so that the birds and other animals can come along and cool off on a hot day like this today. The Coreopsis is actually doing very good so far. Very nicely, actually. I can see lots and lots of beautiful looking flowers. Somehow, it's actually quite a very nice and very bright sunny day. It almost feels like I'm in the middle of the Mediterranean, going of just how very hot and dry. There's not even a cloud in sight. Very strange, because as you can see, we are dealing with some very high pressure and some very straightforward, strong cold air that's actually been sinking down. So what can I really say here? The good news is that, hey, look at that, we've actually got lots and lots of nasturtiums. I can see orange, reddish, pinkish, orangey, peachy looking nasturtiums. They've actually been doing so well, somehow. And also, I can start to see other nasturtiums. We've got some orange looking ones, and also red scarlety ones right here as well. The cosmos, as you can see, it's actually doing okay. I can't see the flower head, but I can just see it sort of generating, I think, from down there. But what I've noticed, pardon me, okay, I've just fired it twice. I've just noticed that cosmos there looks a little bit too bent. It's not really one of the healthier sides to look at, cosmos. But I'm going to straightforward have a look everywhere. I can see more nasturtiums. In fact, there's a row of nasturtiums here. They've actually been doing so well. Might probably water them again sometime during the evening, because I've already done so much watering during, well, let's just say the last course of, oh my goodness me, there's actually so many insects fluttering around towards that nasturtium here. It is just chronically amazing. I can see flies, I can see bees, wasps, butterflies. Everywhere that you can just see in the backyard garden is just chronically amazing. And I can tell you what, look at the flies. They are really attracted to that nasturtium. I've also planted some sunflower seedlings right here as well. And apart from the sunflower seedlings, I've also been transplanting one of the cosmoses. Right there, that's actually getting a flower head, but I've actually straightforward transplanted this beast because it looked like it was actually starting to fall apart for me. Now, I don't know how is this thing going to be really revived after I've just pulled it off from its initial root, because it looked very bendy, but hey, let's just see how it goes. Then we've also got some zinnia seedlings. We've just got some little tiny ones right here. But let me just have a look at the ones I've just initially planted. Of course, they look really, really nice. But what I can see is a little bit of a little fungal disease. I don't know if these little spots indicate of just how healthy or unhealthy this plant really is. And I'm also making this video on the very last day of June 2025, so that's going to be a very big game changer in the way I make videos these days, even though I should actually be stopping producing any videos on YouTube. But hey, I can keep going as much as I like. And we've also got some more weird looking pink flowers, those weird looking tall bush weed looking things, and they are doing so well. If I track along here, there'll be more stuff along the way here. There's more yellow flowers, very tiny ones, and then I can also see a swath of nipple warts. These very strange looking flowers, I'm calling them nipple warts because that's what they're actually called. These little yellow, daisy looking hedge things. Bit weird, isn't it? Let me turn the brightness just down just to see what they look like. There you go, very yellow in colour. I can see a wasp. Remembering wasps are the most understood things Mother Nature has created. And it's interesting, we're seeing lots and lots of different types of bees, wasps, insects, and all things. They are all here to pollinate. And what is that thing? I just saw something. What is that? Actually, that looks like a wasp. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's some sort of parasitoid wasp. And there's a butterfly. In fact, I can actually see so many butterflies. It's basically pollinating on a wild cabbage flower. And it's just so stunning in the way it does its little job. And I tell you what, look at the very huge attraction this place has to offer. There are so many insects around here. We've actually got lots of nasturtiums here. I'm actually quite proud and pleased to see it. But what I don't like is plants like this. This dandelion spiky thing has actually decided to invade the space that the nasturtium has gone through. There is another dandelion which also has that problem. But I'm going to track along the other side here as well, because there's actually more good news surrounding with the zinnia itself. Now, I know it's going to take some time for the zinnia to actually grow, but I'm straightforward willing to see how it's like as months goes by. And I'm sure it will be very good news to see what's there. And anyways, I'm just going to straightforward track along the side here. We've got new zinnia seedlings. There's more sunflower seedlings. Again, just how strong the sunshine is really is quite a very good succession to have. I tell you what, this is actually very good news somehow. Very, very good news. To be honest, I can see large swaths of what I've just grown. Lots of nasturtiums, lots of cosmos around here, but I can't see their flowers yet. Maybe this will have a flower or something, if only if it stays healthy. Maybe I can just put, let's just put a banana skin right over here. I've actually dropped some banana peels and an apple core right over. Let me just see what happens if I put it right next to the cosmos. See if that will activate a bit of fertilization. And crazy as this sounds, I'm actually adding lots of zinnia seedlings, which unfortunately I just don't think the garden is that spacious. I should have kept it for quite some time now. But anyways, I'm going to straightforward leave the banana peel and the zinnias with some, well, actually the apple core with some beautiful fertilizing chemicals and stuff. And let's go up towards that butterfly and let's see what's it doing. I can see a giant potato plant right there. I can't tell which specimen of butterfly this is. And starting up, I've actually got clouds that are straightforward buffeting the hot weather, which is a bit crazy to know because it is a bit humid outside. But I'm going to straightforward track along and see what's also there. So we've got lots and lots of weird orange flower type things. Then we've also got a wild cabbage right there as well. It's somehow beautiful just to see what that thing really grows. Just somehow chronically amazing. It's a beautiful specimen. Nice looking butterfly. Just amazing when you see things like that. Okay, and I tell you what, this giant, weird, obnoxious looking thing with spikes in it, that thing needs to be destroyed. Because it really is going to invade my personal space. And it's also going to be very unsafe of the fact that those spikes here are the enemy. I'm pretty sure once this whole garden is nicely straightforward managed together, it will look nice. And what's even more shocking is that look what's right over this bucket plant pot thing. Look at the petunias. They've actually been dried out. Now that to me says to me that this is actually looking really bad. Those petunias from last year seem to be really good, but look at them now. They have straightforward died and they're no longer flowering. It's just so sad. If only if I could have just straightforward stood to my own ground to look after those plants, nothing would have been like that at first glance. And there's actually a very interesting clue here. Oh, sorry, I think I've just spilled a bit of water here. If I go up towards the area of where I am, oh, there's a squirrel here. Hello. Whoa, I'm in the middle of the jungle. That squirrel is very lively. But let me just take a look at this one right here. This is how wheat actually starts. So it starts off as those weird powdery flowery type things, and then after pollinating it then turns into this weird fibrous stuff which can be made into like oats cereal. Actually, oats is a different type of crop. It can be turned into like different cereals, different grains and other whatnot. Very perfect to harvest later on, I suppose, hey? It's just chronically nice. And I tell you what, it's just beautiful somehow seeing all sorts and all different things of life popping out. It is just so stunning to see. Wonderful, isn't it? And I tell you what, by the looks of it, pretty amazing. Very amazing to see. All kinds of plants, big and small. And I tell you what, that potato plant, I might as well think about harvesting it, because what really freaks me out is that when it germinates and when it creates those weird small green cherry tomato things, they're actually very poisonous. So in that case, when they do start to form, I might as well just start pulling out the whole plant and see what lies inside there. I might try doing that in a future video, if I have some time, of course. That zinnia seedling is actually doing alright, although the leaves look a little bit weird in that one, of course. But I'm just gonna... And there's some weird whipping noises here, which I can't really tell. Don't know what's that noise. Right, I'm just gonna straight forward. Oh, there's my trail here. Right, crazy, isn't it? Wonder what's that whipping noise? What the heck is that noise? Bit weird, isn't it? Is someone doing skipping and stuff? I guess so. Someone's doing skipping ropes. That's a bit weird. Don't know how long it will take for. But anyways, I'm just going to wash my feet. My foot here. Oh man, I tell you what. That was quite interesting, just to see how much of a garden tour have I been doing. Whoa. Oh yes. Anyways, I'm going to straightforward end the video here, because I need to pop to the toilet, because there's some poop coming out right from the backside. Anyways, if you really enjoyed this very strange video here, please give this video a like, subscribe for more like videos in the future, and as always, thanks so much for watching, and bye for now. You know, there's one of the strangest things I've actually forgotten to realise. That there used to be where the bluebells that were blossoming during spring. Now look at them now. They've all vanished. And they've all died out because of the summer heat.